So yesterday I had a coworker come over from um he had left work, and I had already been texting him back and forth by showing him pictures of my washing machine, and the like, you know how you pull the top of the your toilet off, and I showed inside, and he was like, okay, then now I know the model and things like that. And he was able to try to assess it from there, because I wanted to see if I could just fix it myself from there. But came over. Then we needed a part, so I took him to Home Depot, got back. He used those parts, fixed my washer, fixed the uh, toilet, and told me like this would probably be this amount, that amount if he was actually charging me. But I was like, but you did come over, so I sent over a cash app, and then my son was walking outside, was going off, and then he kind of set off to the side when we had returned back from Home Depot, whichever. And he had called his dad, and me and his dad are divorced or whatever. And so I started kind of talking to my coworker, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, him and his wife or whatever." Because he lives at home with his kids, then this is what may try to rise up, but because he's present and there, then a lot of times he just has to talk to them, and then the situation can really quell down. And I was like, okay, cool. So by this time, he had actually finished both the toilet and the washer, and so he's walking outside, and we were sitting outside of my house, and we have a little porch area, and unfortunately, there's no like that. It doesn't matter. But he was telling me about the statistics of like coloreds. He is a Caucasian male, so he's telling me about. He's like. I'm laughing, but it's 2025, and I was just like, so specifically because I'm Nigerian American, I correct them and I say, hey, we're African American. And that phrase isn't, not only is it not used, but you mean African American. And he was just like, yeah, right. And he was like, yeah, they don't necessarily, he's like, statistics wise, it's statistical that they don't have the best male role models. And so you may need to get him a role model for your son, so that he can talk about whatever it is that may be on his heart or his mind, just in case there's something else that's an issue, to why you guys maybe be at odds right now. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I've thought about that. This isn't a young guy. This is someone who's, to be honest, I don't know, maybe like probably 40. I don't know, just because I myself was 40. And I'm just like, coloreds? Why would a white male use the word coloreds? And I'm baffled, because it's such an old term to me. But how can it be so fresh on his, like, how are you? I just feel like it's like, wasn't it a reach to go back? Wasn't it a stretch to go back and retrieve that term? So you haven't come across a reference of someone that he himself would identify as Black or African American, or you haven't been, no one has corrected you in your entire adult, the time you've been adult, no one, since you've been talking and exchanging with human beings, no one has corrected you. Last night, it's December, like right now, it's December 4th, 2025, and I was so thankful for him coming over. But I feel for him. What? You're just depriving yourself of engaging with people of like color. And that's what I said. I was like, you could say people of color, but coloreds is so, anyways, maybe, I mean, it's baffling to me, but I'm also, identify as a person of color. So if I were not, then yeah, I think it would take, I'm not even going to, that's wild. I just had to report to because we work together. So I just reported to today. I messaged just someone who's right above me who happens to be of color, and I was just like, "This is what happened," and because not in all situations do we even understand the severity and the totality of it. Because I'm trying to I what this is someone who was trying to be sincere and just lend some advice, and in the it's called me he didn't call me colored. He just said, my people are colored. And I was like, oh, it's going to be hard for me to receive what you're saying. So correction, people of color. I'm specifically African American. So and I don't know what besides correct him, because there also simultaneously could have been a digging into, but to what benefit would it have been of mine to try and get him to share with me how often you discuss anything with anyone of color? Because after that, he got into his church and how people of his church in Forney have all these ministries and things like that. And I was like, yeah, I'd be interested to go. That's so great. I do not want a second dose. I do not want an encore. I just don't want another incident. Oh my gosh. Of more uninformed people. I'm good. What would y'all have done?